Hey guys, welcome to another video. On today's video, I'm going to be going over the best places to meet Vietnamese girls here in Ho Chi Minh City, otherwise known as Saigon. Let's jump right in. Online. One of the easiest ways to meet Vietnamese girls is online. There are several dating websites and apps that are loaded with beautiful Vietnamese girls. If the thought of trying to strike up a conversation with a complete stranger sends shivers down your spine, and you're frozen in terror at talking with a cute girl that catches your eye, well then, online dating would be the best bet for you. With a population of over 8 million residents here in Saigon, it's hard to ever run out of potential dating prospects if you play your cards right. You could potentially line up several dates every week and never run out of dating options, all without ever having to come up to a pretty girl and start talking with her. Now, two of the top dating platforms for meeting Vietnamese girls online over here in Saigon are Tinder and VietnamCupid. Tinder has been around for a while now, and practically everybody has used it at one point or another in the West. It's easy to use, and you can even communicate with girls without having to fork over the cash. The downsides of Tinder, however, is that it tends to attract a lot of cheapskates and low-quality males, which ends up causing girls' egos to explode due to the amount of thirsty compliments and ass-kissing these guys do. The amount of bad game that these guys are subjecting girls to also raises a girl's guard up and makes it more difficult for future guys to meet up with her because of her bad experience with these thirsty males. Then of course, you've got all those girls just looking to use guys to practice their English. Or the girls just looking for free attention, with no intention of ever meeting up with these guys at all. Now, having said that, however, you can still use most of the features on Tinder for free, and it does get the job done as long as you aren't too picky about quality. Now, VietnamCupid, on the other hand, has a much larger percentage of attractive girls on it. And because you need to purchase a membership to talk with girls, that prevents a lot of these low-quality males from using it, thereby making things easier for you to score a date with a hotter girl. The girls on VietnamCupid, on average, are much more attractive than the ones you would find on Tinder and some of the other dating apps. In addition, they're also more open to dating foreigners as well. On VietnamCupid, a lot of the girls are looking for serious relationships. So what this means is that you won't have as many girls stringing guys along as on Tinder or any of the other dating apps here. In addition, a lot of the time-wasting girls are pretty much non-existent on this website. But in case you do see them, you can always report their ass and get them banned. I know I sure have. Next up, we got the malls. The malls here in Ho Chi Minh City represent a great place to meet girls. There are a ton of cute girls always visiting the malls here in the city. There's restaurants, shops, movie theaters, and even supermarkets in most of the malls here in Ho Chi Minh City. No matter where you live, there's bound to be at least 1 or 2 malls nearby where you can meet girls. So if you're sick of sweating your balls off outside in 40-degree weather, then come on down to a shopping mall near you. Here's a list of some of the best malls for meeting girls here in Saigon. Vincom Center. This medium-sized mall is located in District 1. It's usually packed full of cute girls at all hours of the day. There's a ton of restaurants and eateries located on the bottom floor. You will also find a lot of brand name clothing stores here, and there's even a movie theater and gym located on the top floors. However, the shops are quite close together, so don't be an idiot and start spam approaching girls, otherwise you'll soon find security escorting you outside. Saigon Center. There's another big shopping mall also located in District 1, right beside Nguyen Hue Street. It's larger than the Vincom Center and has equally as much hotties here as the other mall. However, the mall doesn't have nearly as much entertainment and food options as the Vincom Center. Instead, there's a ton of brand name clothing shops along with a Japanese department store here. Crescent Mall. This mall is located further away and is located in District 7. Like the previous 2 malls, it's quite new and modern, and quite possibly one of the largest malls here in Saigon. There's a big food court upstairs along with a game area and movie theater. There's also a nice view of Crescent Lake directly outside of the mall, where people love to go take pictures. In addition, a ton of Korean people live in District 7, so if you're into Korean women, then you'll probably run into some of them over here. Next up, Nguyen Hue Street. This large walking street is located in District 1 near the Saigon Center and the cafe apartments. During the daytime, it's usually empty due to the hot, humid weather that will turn your skin into crisp bacon. However, at night, the street really comes alive, especially on weekends when they only allow pedestrians to enter the street. You will find a combination of street food vendors here, street performers, and annoying dudes dressed up in costumes harassing girls to take photos with them and buy their overpriced lollipops. This place is like a goldmine for meeting girls. Lots of young cute girls love to go here to hang out and buy snacks in the evenings, so it's very easy to strike up conversations with girls here. Next up, we got coffee and tea shops. Vietnam has a huge coffee drinking culture and Saigon is no different. Everywhere you go, you'll literally see a coffee shop not more than a few meters away from you. Most of these coffee shops are loaded with cute girls just taking a little break to relax and cool off with the free air conditioning and Wi-Fi. And if you're not a coffee lover, well then don't worry, because there's also a ton of milk tea shops all over Saigon. Milk tea is almost as popular as coffee nowadays, and new tea shops spring up all the time. Just grab a seat beside some cute girls and strike up a conversation, or ask them what's good on the menu while waiting in line. Turtle Lake. This is a popular joint for the younger crowds during the afternoons and evenings. There are a ton of university students that like to come here with their friends and just chill out by this pond. The pond is surrounded by several street food vendors where you can buy cheap snacks. In addition, there are several coffee chains and restaurants around the area as well. Why not have an Insta date at one of the shops after you struck up a conversation with a cute Vietnamese girl? And if you look like an obvious foreigner, then sometimes university students will come up to you to try and practice their English. This is a good opportunity to meet some girls here. Parks. Saigon is home to several large parks where locals like to go to either exercise or relax, such as the Vinhomes Central Park in the Binh Thanh district area. At this park, you'll find fresh cut grass, plenty of trees, and a lot of people gathering around to stare at the apartments across the street. There's even exercise equipment outdoors, basketball and tennis courts, and even a Japanese garden located at this park. This park is new and modern and overlooks the Saigon River. And at this park, you'll find a mixture of both locals and foreigners. There will be a ton of girls sitting around doing nothing except playing on their phones. But if you're more on the adventurous side, you may visit some of the other more rundown old school type of parks where the chances of running into drug dealers and scam artists are much higher. Well guys, this wraps up the video. Thanks for watching guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I have a link to an article that I wrote with a lot more information about some other places to meet girls here in Ho Chi Minh City down in the description below, so be sure to check that out as well. See you again next time on VietQ Dating.